say that like that.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm a Ninja Turtles fan. Okay, I will ooze wherever I like.
This one drink that's not even bad, you won't drink, and I'm confused. I am in anger.
Good for you guys. I don't watch a lot of movies. I go outside. Okay?
All right, we ready?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Intro to the pod.
This guy. Okay. Well, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Too Many Words podcast. It is episode 119. 119, yeah. It is currently that's not what I wanted. Monday, November 18th. It is 6:28 p.m. This is the last ever. No, maybe not ever. This is one of the last Monday recordings we'll ever do.
We record Sunday next week.
Yeah.
Schedule changes. Schedule readjustments.
Isn't it Sunday this week? Or do you want it just...
Sunday next week.
Okay.
But yeah, welcome to another episode, not just of Too Many Words, but Too Many Words at Fleur Cinema.
And Cafe.
We're doing it in actually a format that I've wanted to do for a very long time, which is we do the front half of the episode before we see the movie.
Yeah, this was actually the original blueprint for the Fleur episode.
And then we come back and then review what we had just seen, which is just that much more fresh of a reaction, in my opinion. Not to mention there's just a bunch of, like, if you're here for the movie reviews, I will admit there's a bunch of, from your perspective, a bunch of bull before the movie review. But yeah, we're here and we're having a good time. And you know what? I'll probably put it in the timestamp for this one for when we start actually reviewing the movie. But what are we going to watch today?
BLITZ.
BLITZ. What's that about?
Mother and a child in World War II.
Nice. See, I know absolutely nothing about this movie. That's the way I like it, if you know me. See, I just enjoy being surprised by any twists and turns. I've been avoiding the Thunderbolts trailer and the Captain America trailer, and it's all over my Instagram, especially the Captain America one. I didn't really want to see what Red Hulk looked like, to be honest, but you know that's probably impossible. But here we are. Jordan, what's the word of the week?
Dauntless.
Dauntless.
Dauntless?
Dauntless.
Oh. Dauntless. All right. You know, I feel like I've heard that word, actually.
Not afraid of anything. The Dauntless Heroes save the day. Well, it's the name of a video game, so, you know.
Not afraid of anything. Now, for people who... Whoa, Jordan, what are you listening to over there? Whoa, bro. Whoa, that's crazy.
Candy Crush ad. Or a knockoff Candy Crush. I don't know.
Oh, you're so cute. But, Dauntless. Now, people who are not afraid of anything, do you think those people are stupid?
No.
No? Like, not afraid to go swim with crocodiles. You don't think so?
No.
All right.
It's called living life to the fullest, baby.
Oh, really? Let's go
Yeah.
swim with crocodiles.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not dauntless. I'm full.
Full. All right. Oh, man. So let's get right into it. What we learned this week, baby?
Oh. Well, so, see, technically our last recording was Twin Cities Con, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I learned to, how do I put this into a simple thing?
Layman's terms. Get it, Jordan.
Just make sure you really plan accordingly for things.
Here's Jordan with another, you learned that this week, kind of what you learned?
See, I don't mean it like that, though. That's why I'm trying to think of layman's terms, like you said. But, like, I mean it. It's hard to describe.
All right.
My brain can't comprehend how I mean it.
Jordan has not yet fully learned what he learned this week, but we're going to give him some time.
Okay.
I'd love to let you guys know that I'm sorry. We've kind of been very dismissive of fancers the last few episodes.
Well, I mean, last episode was. The last episode
For us or for them?
for them was the one we recorded right before Twin Cities Con. I think we did do it in that episode, didn't we?
I don't know. We'll see. But either way, at the very end of this episode, we're going to do fancers. So the question I just asked can air out. Yeah.
Airing out something, I guess.
Yeah. What I learned this week, I learned that there is a Mexican street corn Whopper. Just
What?
had it. They're doing this special. It's actually the theme of the crown that I've got on right now. They are doing this series, this promotion called the $1 Million Whopper. And it's 3 front-running fan designs of a specifically flavored Whopper. And this one lady named Kelsey made a Mexican street corn Whopper. I'd say real Mexican street corn, way better than the Whopper, but I still enjoyed myself, you know. There's also a fried pickle Whopper and a maple bourbon Whopper.
Okay. I feel like the whole maple bourbon thing is it's tired of it. The whole maple bourbon. You see, you would hear me if you were wearing your headphones. The whole maple bourbon
I'd hear
thing,
you if you spoke up.
this guy. All right. The whole maple bourbon thing is kind of, I'm tired of it. It's kind of just run its course for me. Like, I'm over it. Come up with something better.
Sure. You can go vote on the QR code in the back of my head.
Yeah, I don't feel like it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I learned this week. On to the next one. Side quests. You have any side quests, Jordan?
Yeah.
I finished Gospel 101, by the way. Now I have finally graduated from telling others about Jesus. I'm fluent at it now. Like, I'm really good at it now. I'm just kidding. I mean, I've been just doing that already for like a year now, just because I'm so public about my faith. But yeah, you.
Thank you. I did say yeah, and then you
Yeah.
just started talking. So, it's like, wait your turn, man. Come on. What's wrong with
So
you?
what are you going to talk about?
Anyways, the new album for Linkin Park came out.
Boo. This podcast is not associated with Linkin Park. Disgusting, trash music, trash people. The lead singer has like a vagina now. It's weird. I'm kidding. Love Linkin Park so much.
Cancel him. Cancel him.
I do
He's-
love
get
Linkin
him
Park.
canceled.
Okay,
Get him
I was
canceled
doing my
right now.
best rendition of a real Linkin Park fan.
Cancel him. But yes, the new album dropped
So that was your side quest?
finally, and I've been listening to it nonstop, almost entirely. Yeah. Ring a ring a ring. So fun little thing is I did pre-order a vinyl format of the album, like as soon as they announced it, almost. So I was delivered that, and it was great. It was actually a really cool experience because when it shipped, I was like, oh yeah, it shipped. Frick yeah, it's because it shipped before the album actually dropped, obviously. That actually hasn't happened to me in a bit. Usually they don't ship until after the drop, but it shipped before the official drop, and it was stated in the delivery thing that it wasn't going to be delivered until the day after the official release date. But no, it came a day early, and I was able to listen to it on my record player on release date, and I felt really, really happy about that. I was able to purchase a special exclusive version of the of a digital format in FLAC, and that was $5, and it came with 3 exclusive live versions of some songs on the album. So that was pretty cool. It was a limited drop. It was only available for purchase for like 3 days. So that was really cool. But yes, I've been listening to that a lot, and it's been really, really good. And that's my side quest.
Yeah.
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 What do you got?
I took my nephew to a hockey game. First hockey game. That's me. Oh, dude, I'm like fulfilling so many cool things in his life. I took him to his first movie theater movie. Took him to his first hockey game. Took him to his first Arena Football League game. All right, that counts. All right. And yeah, just continuing this campaign of I'm the best uncle ever, which I am. Just ask him. I'm his only uncle, really. Some people might disagree.
Yours only like blood uncle.
Yeah. So why'd you do all that? You think
It was
it's time?
curdling.
Oh, it's time then.
It was like separating.
Yeah, we should do it. Let's get right into get your lips wet. You ready to get your lips
Yeah.
wet? All right,
This
Jordan, what do we
looks
have
like-
here?
This looks like Jell-O with the
So
whipped cream in it.
Jason said that they did not title the drink of the month, except for that it's labeled so he knows the Too Many Words drink special. So this is officially the Too Many Words drink. All right, you heard it here first. All right, I'm gonna call Dev. Gonna make some moves on that. The Too Many Words podcast drink. Bam.
That one right there.
Yeah. The blue raspberry is Isaac's signature because that's my flavor.
Your flavor was blue, but all right.
Whatever.
That's what you said, man. On the podcast, it's on recording.
Blue Raz is also on the recording of Too Many Burgers. And I will say this is just as great as it was last year.
Last year, we've not had this before.
This was a thing last year. Actually, no, you weren't there. I did a small video promo for the Red Carpet Gala, and they were making those. I stopped in by myself, and I was getting some B-roll. I was like, hey, can you make a drink so we could put it on B-roll? And that's what they made. Specifically that
That's
flavor.
fantastic.
It is fantastic. It's amazing. I give it a 9 out of 10.
I do as well.
Tastes like cotton candy.
If it didn't, well, you know what? Yeah, 9 out of 10 is good. I'd say
It tastes like liquefied cotton candy.
if it didn't curdle or like separate like that, I think this would definitely be able to earn a 10 out of 10.
Drink it in the first 7 minutes of getting it.
Yeah, I mean, or you just swoosh it around like I
Or
did.
swoosh it. But yeah. Oh,
What's going on? What is that?
we got 5 minutes until the movie starts.
I mean, that's you know us. We like to skip the trailers and stuff. So I'd say
We do like to skip the trailers, but they have less trailers here.
this is true. I think we
Like if we were at like Cinemark, we'd be good until the hour. But we're here. I mean, going in at like
That's really
50 would be all right.
Good. That is really good.
That is. You want to finish that off?
I think I might.
Go ahead.
I'd be doing you a favor. Wink, wink, wink.
It's very rare that we want to fight over finishing the drink. That's too good. That's too good. Come to Fleur Cinema, the Too Many Words podcast drink. What are the odds that they go in on that?
I think that I don't know what the odds are, but that'd be interesting. It'd be fun.
I bet if I sweet talk Mallory just the right way, she'll be like, okay, sure.
Maybe not Mallory. Maybe the owner. But
I mean, the owner. Do we need to talk to the owner about what they're going to put on that little chalkboard right there?
well, I meant like I thought I was thinking more like a permanent drink.
Oh, permanent drink, like up on that menu.
Yeah.
Maybe. Wouldn't there was another locally owned place that did a podcast with Life as an Outsider, and they did a signature drink there.
Nice.
I don't know if it's still on the menu,
I don't
but
know
like
either.
we might have some leverage. I don't know. And if they don't say yes, we'll go somewhere else.
No, we won't.
Well, we'll still do movie reviews here. But we'll go somewhere else being like, hey, can we get a signature meal?
See, it doesn't mean anything unless there's like that kinship, that partnership. Like, we have a history, we have a relationship with Fleur, and I think that's
And
what
we
makes
have
it special.
also have a history of networking even more.
Well, yeah, but
Right?
like,
This is just one of our oldest partners.
yeah, but it just seems kind of weird to me. Like, oh, these guys have done nothing for you, but they have a signature drink.
All I'm saying is that it took one podcast for them.
Oh,
One episode for them.
that's weird to me.
Oh,
That's
all
weird.
right.
That's weird. I'm sorry. What do you want from me? That's weird.
It's impressive is what that is.
Not really.
Dang. Jordan drank some Haterade today.
I guess.
But yeah, do we want to go in and watch the movie?
Do you have your side quests?
I finished.
Do we have any
Oh, yeah.
announcements?
Well,
Instagram followers?
so I took them to... Do we have new Instagram followers? Oh, boy, do we do. Ooh, because of Twin Cities Con, we're finally over 200 followers, which is excellent. And so, let's see.
Shout them bad boys out.
Can I go back a whole week on all this?
You should.
Yes. Okay. So we have. Oh, this is going to take a while. Okay. At Toaster Props. Thank you for following the podcast on Instagram at Too Many Words Podcast. At Ninjetti_Matthew. That is the Casey Jones cosplayer that we had on. We also have at St. Paul Prince. Thank you for following the Too Many Words Podcast. At Tremaine_112. At R. Kramer21. At Joe Prozit. At Planet Glub. At Darby Harn Author.
Planet Glove followed us on Instagram?
They did.
That's amazing.
At The Brock Art.
So did Darby
Followed
Harlan?
us.
Oh my goodness, these guys that we interviewed
At
follow us.
TS Castillo Studios. At Skid Morpheus. At Jody J. Sperling. And at TC Sidequesters. Thank you all for following us. We were in a drought. And that thankfully caught us up. We feel the love. We see the love. We love you back. Thank you so much. Wow, it's been a minute since we've been actually able to do that freaking segment. New Instagram followers.
Yeah.
Oh,
It has been a minute. It's been really long, actually.
oh yeah, so long.
Oh.
But hey, we're super glad for that. Do we go in?
I think that's it.
All right, time to go see. Wait a second. Let me do this intimately. Time to go see BLITZ, baby. Hey, how's it going?
What's wrong with you?
What do you mean, what's wrong
I
with
don't
me?
know.
So we just finished watching the movie BLITZ by Steve McQueen, yeah? Mm-hmm. All right, Jordan, what's one word to describe that movie?
One word.
Yeah, just something for you to think about while I look up the details on this.
How about 2 words?
Sure.
An attempt.
An attempt?
Yeah.
Something tells me you did not like this movie.
I'm mixed.
You're mixed. All right. So this movie was done by Steve McQueen and written by Steve McQueen. And the cast is, oh, good luck, Isaac. Saoirse Ronan as Rita, the mother of BLITZ. Elliot Heffernan, George, the little boy. Paul Weller, Gerald, the little boy's granddad. And then, a bunch of other people like Ife, which is played by Benjamin Clementine. And so, yeah, that's where we're at in the story. Jordan, can you give us a spoiler-free analysis?
Boy loses his mom in World War II.
Sure. I mean, that's kind of like the plot, but this is a very real movie. Like,
Yeah.
It made my jaw drop more than once. And I don't think movies do that often to me, to be honest. This one plays with your emotions, and I give Steve McQueen a lot of credit because it reminded me that cinematics is not just a pretty picture, Jordan, but cinematics also have emotional power.
That's very true.
They can influence your thoughts, your emotions, how you soak something in.
Mm-hmm.
This movie was a master at using cinematics as implications and not just showing, And a very real movie. Very real movie. I mean, it's a dramatized story based in real life events. I don't know. Was this George kid famous?
Not that I know of.
I don't know I don't know if the exact story was based on a true story, but it was based on true events, which is obviously Blitzkrieg from World War II. I just drank 2-hour-old ice soda water.
I did too. But I did it consciously.
Oh, nice. And so, real would be the word that I use for this movie. So what are some parts that we liked?
I liked the overall narrative, and some of the visuals. A lot of the visuals were really good. There's definitely a lot of really good parts about this movie, and that's what gets me mixed on it. So it's a good movie. I'm not saying it's not at all. I did enjoy it. Let's see, what's something specific that I think I liked? I do like. There's spoiler alert. At the very end, they saved their house for being destroyed for the very end. I liked that. Because a lot of movies like this, that happens relatively early on, and that's like a plot driving thing. But no, it's like the movie's backwards, and I really liked it. Backwards compared to a lot of other movies of this sort of genre and style.
Nice. Nothing else?
There's probably a couple other things, but I don't know.
I like how it sets the tone immediately in this movie. Immediately. Like, it gives you a couple sentences of preface.
Mm-hmm.
It says, hey, this movie is about Blitzkrieg. Here's one tad of information. We don't need to further give you information because this movie will tell you some more information.
Actually. Not to be that guy. It's not about Blitzkrieg. It's about the Blitz. They are two different things, but...
It said it on the screen.
Yeah, that's exactly what it said. It said they were two different things. It said the Blitz is based off of the Blitzkrieg. What?
Is that the end of your sentence?
Yeah.
So it's based off of Blitzkrieg.
Yeah. So, okay. The Blitzkrieg is the Jewish night of... Or... Blitz something. I don't... It was the night when the Nazis went after the Jews. Big thing. Was when they enacted their plan. The Blitz is an era for specifically the UK of when they left. Nazis were bombing.
Oh. Okay.
It did say that at the beginning.
I don't know. I forgot exactly what it said. But yeah.
I know you're irritated at me for correcting you like that.
I'm not. Why would I be irritated about being wrong?
Because you always get irritated at me and I feel bad.
You're fine. I'd have to be ignorant to be mad about being corrected, Jordan. I just, maybe frustrated with myself because I used to be a history buff.
Yeah.
And I no longer am.
See, the World War II era is one of my fascinations, I will say. I love the technology that came out of it, the wartime technologies, and a lot of the designs and just the stylistic choices. And then, like, the history. Maybe it has to do with, both of my great grandfathers were serving in the military at the time of World War II. But,
See, I more really bunkered down on American history, really, when I was growing up. So I know a lot about presidents and stuff.
I couldn't tell you anything.
George Washington had chocolate for breakfast. Well, that was just one of the many things he had for breakfast.
That's just weird. I know that, like, he had the rumor was he had wooden teeth, but they weren't, like, actually.
Nope. They were like elephant teeth and other animal teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he chopped down a cherry tree.
Yeah.
The son of a gun.
Rootin' tootin' rascal.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Hypocrite. Being anti-slave but having slaves. It's crazy.
That's also one of those, myths, but...
You sure?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I guess I don't.
Oh. I'm sorry. Who told you it was a myth?
History?
History also told me that it was not a myth.
Like, it was a common misconception that George Washington was against slavery, but he had nothing to do with slavery. Like, he didn't speak about it at all.
It wasn't like any part of like his campaign or anything.
No, he didn't have a campaign. Well, he kind of did, but like...
It wasn't part of like his method or anything. He had a very subtle idea on it. Because at the time, the issue of slavery wasn't that big of a deal.
It wasn't really a thing at all, honestly.
Like, it was something that, yeah, those guys work for us. We try our best to treat them right. Anyways. But yeah, typically, when I read a synopsis about a movie, and I read, based in World War II, I'm like, okay, whatever. Not really interested. I'm not really crazy about war-based movies, military timepieces. It just, they all blend together and mesh the same way.
Well,
and that's why I'm...
because they're all based on the same thing.
I know. I mean, I'm not even talking about just World War II.
I'd almost go so far as
you could
to say that's a
in the
good thing.
Korean War, or in the Afghanistan War, anything where it's just heavy military base, they all look the same to me in some sort of way. I'm not crazy about military movies. When I was starting out this indie director thing, I was like, I'm never going to make a military movie. And then the first thing I freaking make is a military movie.
Yeah.
Tell you what, that was not my idea. All right. But
It was still good, though. Now, see, that's what your problem is.
What?
You don't think it's good. Or, like, you didn't want to make it, so you don't think it's good.
Oh, that's not true. I wanted to make it. I loved directing it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
It's quite contrary to what you literally just said, but okay.
I swore that I was not going to make a military movie.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about, I said, well, it was my choice. There's a lot.
It was not my decision.
Specifically,
to
more.
the military
There's a lot
theme.
more to what you said than just the words in that statement.
People can take away a lot more than from what I've said. It's actually a pure root of misconceptions.
Well, I mean, tone, body language.
All right, do you want me to explain myself?
No. Because you've already explained it to me.
I had a team of people
Yeah.
that have came to the conclusion that we were going to make a military movie.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah. I know that already.
Jordan,
What?
I still had a grand old time
I know
directing
you
the
did.
movie.
I know you did. I'm not saying you didn't.
Then what's your theory here?
I already said it.
What's your hypothesis?
You didn't want to make it, so you don't.
I want
you
you
didn't
to
think it was
repeat
good.
it. What is your hypothesis?
That's it.
What?
You didn't want to make it, so you don't think it's good.
What makes you think I didn't want to make a movie?
You just said I didn't want to make a war movie.
Yeah, I did not want to do it based on decisions that I made by myself, but I was working on a team. I was working with a team.
Okay.
Sometimes things have to change based on your resume.
I'm not saying that's not a thing.
I wasn't reluctantly making the movie.
No, I didn't say that at all. It's about your thoughts on the movie.
Jordan, it's not
Just said that.
it's not the greatest movie ever because it's the first one we all made together.
Doesn't mean you don't. It can't be good.
Jordan, it's a first movie.
Okay. Doesn't mean it can't be good.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is that it's not to the level that I want my movies to be at yet.
Oh. Okay.
It's
Lower
a
your bar.
first movie. That's why I am not in love with it. Am I in love with my cast and crew? Absolutely. I give them kisses all the time. All right. Am I in love with the story that I have every time I see that conference room at DMAC? Yes. I love everything about making that movie besides
The movie.
the end result because I know that we can do better. Okay?
I don't think that
I might have similar feelings on everything that
that
I
is
make, to be honest.
That's definitely quite true. But I do not view that as a valid reason to not enjoy the result.
There's bits and pieces that I like.
Oh, I can be better. Okay, cool, good for you. That's so can everyone. I mean, that just doesn't make
All
sense to
right,
me.
well, before we accidentally spend the whole episode arguing, what are some parts that you did not like about this movie?
The soundtrack,
The soundtrack?
the score,
What's wrong with that?
did not make sense.
Tell me about it.
It felt like they were forcing a sort of thriller, imposing, like scary, like it really felt like they were like pushing it to be a scary movie. It's World War II. You don't need that. That is one of the worst periods in human history, and I don't know. The soundtrack and the score felt really over the top. It felt like something that would come out of one of those slasher thriller movies, and it just did not fit for me. What?
Y'all want to hear my Jordan reenactment?
Sure.
You don't like horror movies, so that's why you didn't like it.
No, it didn't fit the genre. I think that's a little different than what I was literally just saying. That's actually
You know what's
very
funny?
different.
You know what's funny?
What?
I made that same exact observation that there was hints of horror or thriller in this, and I found it to be absolutely genius. You know why? You know why? Because I was sitting back and I saw it. Spoiler alert. Worst scene in the movie? Awards? Worst scene in the movie? A kid dies. Anyways,
What kid?
what kid?
What are you talking about?
Ran over by a train?
They all ran away. Did you not see that?
The one kid got ran over. Yes.
I did not.
You did not see that.
I saw all three of them run away.
You want to ask Jason to run it back?
If we had enough time, I
A
would.
kid gets ran over in the movie.
I promise you that didn't happen.
I promise you it did.
Okay.
I will Google this right now.
Okay.
You say something funny.
Sweet dreams are made of this. That's the name of the song, even though they say sweet dreams are made of these in the song. I don't get it. It never made sense to me. Okay. So if you put an ice cube inside of a cup, you leave it out in your car, and you come back the next morning and it's still an ice cube, that means it was cold outside. He's still searching. Okay. So one time, this farmer went to go work on his field, and then a space pod landed in the middle of his field, and out came a tall, long, dark-haired man wearing this weird, spiky armor, and he had a fuzzy belt, and then he flew away, and the farmer was very confused. Then a few hours later, he came back with a child dressed in yellow, red, and green, and he shoved him in this pod, and then he stood there and waited.
The movie's too new for me to get a real answer.
Okay.
But the kid dies in the movie.
I remember. I know exactly what scene you're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. It's the scene where the kid just freezes. Mm-hmm.
And the kid is on the train tracks saying, "What you waiting for?" And then we see an entirely new train coming this way. 2 trains passed. He killed by train.
Then why were the other kids not still there?
They ran after the presumed dead body.
Where the fuck's it gonna go?
We saw the kid.
When you get hit by a train, you fall over dead. And you lay there in the tracks. You don't go away. You don't roll away.
Okay, this is my logic, okay? The train exited, screen left. The kids, after the train went by, also exited, screen left. Okay? The 2 brothers. There was 3 brothers, and then there were 2. What happened to the third one?
I saw all 3.
You saw all
I
3.
promise you I did. There's a chance I'm wrong. There is. I'm not saying there's not.
Remember when my memory was better than your eyes one time?
Okay. Remember when my memory is better than yours all the time?
Exactly, except for that one time. And this time.
And this time. Okay.
Yeah.
If you say so.
2 for 3,000. Fuck
if you
you.
say so.
Love you.
What does that mean? 2 for 3,000?
I'm 2, you're 3,000.
Oh, okay.
For all the times you thought that you had a better memory.
We will
than me.
just have to rewatch this on Apple TV or
I
whatever
need to
the
watch
heck
it
is.
again anyways. You know what I was dealing with the whole time during the movie?
No?
Trying to figure out where my sister's car was going to be towed.
Oh. I would have turned my phone off.
You would have not helped your sister, I know.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It's fine. You do not completely know the situation. It's fine.
This is true. But,
But yeah, I thought it was absolutely genius implementing horror-like moments in this movie.
I would be if they made sense.
Why didn't it make sense?
They put them in the weirdest spots.
How?
Okay.
Do you mean the most unexpected spots?
No, and spots that didn't lead to anything. That's what I mean.
Tell me more.
They did this one where it was a pan over a night sky, and it was like that screechy, scary music, movie music, and then it just went to a normal scene. Like they were just talking, like nothing happened.
Just talking, like when they were listening for planes?
No,
In what part?
I can't tell you exactly which part. I don't have that shit time coded in my
multiple
brain.
times in the movie, like people stop what they're doing and then listen for the planes, and they're like, "Oh my god, is a bomb gonna drop?"
I remember that happening like 3 times. Yeah, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But that's not at all what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. See, how I think, okay, is that it's a war movie, okay? There's not going to be any horror scenes in this movie, except in this one, there is. and I think it's genius. You know why? You know why? Expectation.
It's an action drama history war.
It's an
There's
expectation.
no thriller or.
It's
horror in
1000% based
So like
on expectation. Let me tell you why. A lot of horror movies suck. And I mean a lot of them. All right?
Isn't that the whole point though?
It goes hand in hand with comedy, okay? Because horror movies and comedy movies have a simple goal. Make me scared. Make me laugh. All right? And so it's expecting moments that make you scared. But if you walk into a military-based movie like this, or a timepiece-based movie like this, you're not expecting that. And so it's that much more effective because you're not looking for it. You're not like, okay, where's the jump? You know? That's not what you're doing. And
Every
that's why
time the
I
music
think
would
it's
play,
genius.
though, that it was exactly what I was doing, though.
What, where's the jump?
Yeah,
That's...
it just got annoying.
When that kid
And
got hit by the
frustrating.
train that apparently did not happen for Jordan, my jaw dropped.
I saw
And
your
my
jaw
heart
drop
sank.
too, and I was like, "Why is he doing that?"
My heart sank. I did not feel okay.
I
How did you not?
promise you, I don't think it happened.
Oh, okay. This is crazy. This is the squeakiest chair ever.
Yeah, it is. Let's see.
What, are you doing your own research?
No,
Oh, what are you seeing?
something.
Something what? What
Don't worry about it.
do you mean don't worry about it? You're doing it on the podcast.
Okay,
so don't worry
and-
about it.
And
Tell our friends.
worry about yourself.
Tell our
Huh? How about that?
Tell our listeners.
Worry about yourself.
Tell our listeners what you're doing, sir.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that's the problem. I'm just doing. Okay.
Okay, sure. Oh,
Jesus.
man. Loves you. Anyways. But yeah, I think it was just pure genius, and that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about how the cinematics are implied. They implied that the kid died. We didn't see the kid's dead body on the ground, shredded up from a train. But that's exactly what the director intended to put the message across on. And so, yeah, I think that part was genius. You might not like it. I may like it. Agree to disagree. But yeah, there are horror points in this movie. And I'm glad that we actually had that same...
Well, see, I didn't though.
what do you mean?
What I'm saying is they tried just putting the music on there, and it was just annoying. I don't think they were trying to go for horror at all.
You don't?
No.
I mean, maybe they weren't going for a horror movie.
Well, obviously not.
But like, just like how Avengers Endgame isn't a comedy, but there's comedic moments.
I guess, yeah, but like, see, to me, it was, they added this music to build suspense and to build tension. And that's it. They weren't trying to be a thriller or anything like that. They just did it for that sole reason, and they did it poorly.
I don't know, man. This is a high emotion movie. You and I definitely took
agree
this
as well.
in differently.
I agree as well. It is a high emotion movie. Very high emotion. But I guess I don't know why we see it differently then.
I think when it comes to delivering how the audience is supposed to feel,
I think they did a piss poor job.
I think they did an excellent job. Truly. And my jaw dropped when the water started rushing into the subway.
See, that was good. That was great. That was awesome.
Because like they were sleeping on the train tracks to spend the night because, you know, people don't have homes. And they also are trying to get the hell out of there, you know? And
Well, I feel
you
like
know,
it's also more so
the
because
worry that is
it's
expected.
an impromptu underground bunker.
The worry that is expected is, you know, people are sleeping on the train tracks. Oh my gosh, imagine if a train came. And that's what I was worried about the whole time. And then a train didn't come. It just started flooding. and that was intense. You were worried about the kid drowning. You were worried about him getting trampled by the crowd. You were worried about a lot of things. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe the difference between you and I is that I have come into a season of loving my nephew Tyrion so much more now, like more than ever before. And this little light-skinned kid,
I saw a lot of Tyrion in this movie.
this little light-skinned kid reminds me of my little light-skinned nephew, okay?
He does more than that. He acts like him too.
Yeah, this kid is I motion over to Jordan. We're in the third act of the movie. This kid runs out of this house that he was rescued in and nursed in. And I'm like, this kid's allergic to being safe.
Granted, he did do that because they heard they were going to take him back to the station.
What was so bad about going back to the station?
Train station.
What was so bad about that, though?
He doesn't want to be shipped off. He wanted to go see his mom.
That is true. But
That's like the whole root of the thing. It's like he didn't want to go
like
back to the train
I
station.
kind of figured that he was running because they were going to take him to where he didn't want to be. But
Yeah.
it's like, oh my goodness. At that point, if I had gone through everything that kid went through, any adult that doesn't want me to do terrible things is a safe person to be with.
See,
But that kid had dedication. He did. And so it's the most relieving thing when the mom and the kid get back together in the end.
it is. I was happy to see the cat didn't die.
Yeah.
The grandpa
Oliver.
did, but like
Ollie.
the cat did not, and that made me happy.
Yeah. Do you think they kind of like undercut the dad or the granddad dying?
No. He was a very minor character, so.
He was. It's just.
Tell you what, here's something I did like about this movie, actually. Something I thought was really clever.
All right.
There's a flashback scene where the mom and the dad are dancing, right? They're doing that dancing, that scene. The main characters are not the center of attention. And I loved that.
Which part you say?
The flashback scene, the only flashback scene with the dad. With them doing the dance.
Yeah.
When they're doing the
With the
funk.
piano?
Huh?
With the piano?
Piano.
Did you watch the same movie that I did?
The dad. Black dad.
Oh, the dad. I thought you
I
meant...
said that numerous times now.
Okay, I thought you meant dad to the mom. Sorry. Go ahead.
This guy. I swear. This guy. I'm gonna give you a big old kiss. Anyways, yeah.
Hey, Jason, have you seen Blitz? I've not yet. Okay, never mind.
Anyways, the flashback scene where they're dancing, and they're the main characters, the mom and the dad, are not the center of attention. They're not like the center of the screen, or I guess sometimes they are, but it's like you can tell like the main center of what's going on in the scene is not them. I like that.
Good. I'm glad that you like something. Best shot in the movie. Awards time. Best shot in the movie.
This is a scene that was, or shot, or whatever you want to call it, that was in the trailer. But when that burning plane crashes into that building, the burning building, I liked that a lot.
Best scene.
You know what? I think I almost want to say the opening one. The firefighters.
With the firefighters, yeah.
I really liked that.
That's actually one of my favorite shots in the movie. Is that you have the dynamic of the fire in the background, and in the foreground you got the water spraying, and then there's smoke, and just the pure dynamic of distance and color and stuff like that. And I was like, that is really good. You need a really good camera to pull that one off, but it's really good. Another one is the overhead shot of him standing in the doorway before he jumps off the train, because you see him, but you see the rushing ground. But I will say a shot that beats all of that is just the abrupt halt. I'm going to call it a ballroom because I don't exactly know where they're at. A bar?
Yes. A ballroom is the exact thing to call it.
Where they're all singing, they're all dancing.
It's a big old gala.
In unison, they all stop what they're doing because they hear a plane, and the camera pans out, and they're freeze frame. It was like the mannequin challenge. Remember that? They were frozen.
That was a good one.
I thought that was
really
a
good as well.
unique shot, an excellent shot, and so I'm gonna go with that one. I think best scene for me is when it completely threw me for a loop and the subway just started flooding.
Yeah.
Like
that's crazy.
That's good because that's high intensity, high emotion. You really hardly ever get me actively worried about characters in movies anymore. Like legit, I struggle with the suspension of disbelief, but this one fully suspended me. Good job, kid that looks like Tyrion. But yeah, you're purely just worried the entire time, and so a scene that can hook my emotions like that one gets my best scene. Best line? Lines are the hardest to remember, to be honest.
All mouth, no trousers.
Oh, I was gonna say that, you jerk.
That's
what I thought. All mouth, no trousers.
I decided that as soon as I heard it. I'm gonna be honest.
Me too.
Really?
All mouth, no trousers.
Or how about I choose this one? Strawberry jam, my favorite.
Sure. I love that, because when I read the synopsis, I wasn't too crazy about the movie, but the fact that it followed the kid independently so much of the movie, I'd rather prefer that. Because to be honest, Jordan, it wasn't until about an hour into the movie where I gave a damn about whatever the mom was doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean,
I started caring once she found out that her kid was missing.
Yeah. I can understand that, I guess, yeah.
I really didn't care. That's why I also say it's a very real movie, is because there's a lot of scenes of racism.
Yes.
Pure racism.
Absolutely.
And so that was the interesting part of the first half for the scenes with the mom. But other than that, she was enjoying herself at the bar, dancing, just living life, trying her best to live life, And I'm like, well, the kid's story is more interesting. Let's go back to the kid. And then, she gets all pissed that they lost her son. And I'm like, now this is what I'm talking about, But anyways. Yeah.
Also, she wasn't really having a great time at the bar. I don't know. She seems
mostly the first few scenes, she was having a good time at the bar.
I guess, I don't know.
When we were talking about that Louisiana guy.
Oh yeah, but that was before the war.
Before the war?
Yeah.
The kid was shipped off.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying anything about before the war. I was just prefacing, I did not care for her arc. Her story.
I'm sorry. I'm confused now. Okay.
Did her scenes have to be about the war?
No. I'm not saying they did.
Then what's your point?
You said she was dancing and having a good time in the bar.
Yeah. I did not care about her story, no.
Well, the reason that was a flashback, right? Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
With the Louisiana guy.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Was it?
Yes.
I don't believe that.
Did you not listen to the movie?
Did the actress say, "Hey, this is a flashback, everybody. Watch"?
They said, obviously, this kid's dad is black, right? They've said that numerous times.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, obviously by his skin color too.
Yes. So they flash back to her dancing with this Louisiana fella that is very obviously in a relationship with her. Yes, right? Then this guy gets taken away, right? Yes, by the cops?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they say, oh, my dad was taken away before I was born.
I thought she had a thing for black dudes.
No, dog, that was a flashback.
Sorry.
Yeah, you better be sorry.
I can recall that moment, but still, I did not care about it.
Well, so it was supposed to show like the happiness of before, and then you have the scene of her going out with the ladies in current time, and she was very somber, very distressed, very like broken up because she had to ship her son off.
Even still. Are you like trying to change my mind?
Yes.
Well, don't. I didn't find her arc. I did not find her story interesting until halfway through the movie.
Then you missed the point.
What's the point of this movie?
Cherish what you have.
Okay, I got the point then.
Okay.
Do not criticize people that you disagree with, Jordan.
I will.
No, you won't.
I will.
That's not the style of this
I will
podcast.
when they are Isaac. Because Isaac is my best friend.
And you're allowed to treat your best friends like garbage.
You do.
No.
You do to me like all the time. What are you talking about?
Anyways, how are you doing, Jordan?
I'm doing great.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you still mad that I didn't care for the flashback?
I'm okay. I'm irritated that you didn't realize it was a flashback.
I'm irritated that you didn't think a kid died. Same. 1 for 1. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I will say
It's not
that
that I don't think a kid
I
died.
will
It's that I did not see that happen.
I will say that I owe it another watch because I was trying to take care of my sister through a good third of it
Yeah. I'm happy for you.
because I was feeling like, shoot, I'm missing too much of this movie. Which is why you're going to be the only one that scores this movie, actually.
No, you gotta
Give me the
score
score out of 100. I haven't seen enough of it.
You sat there throughout the whole movie. You saw enough of it. I'd give it 73.
I'm obviously missing critical exposition if I didn't think a flashback was a flashback, Jordan.
I don't know, man.
You said a 73?
Yeah,
All right. Why?
it was a good movie still.
All right.
I think it missed the ball on some points.
I'm going to give it a 79.
You can do your thing.
I'm missing critical exposition.
This freaking guy, I swear.
I am. This chair is annoying. I'm
Yeah,
sorry for
that's why
everybody
I've
in the
never
back.
sat in it. But don't worry, they won't be able to hear it.
Okay, cool.
I only know that because it happened already. So
So yeah, let's say a good 76 is the average score.
why
we
did you
gave
rank
this.
it so low?
70s is not low.
Lower than I thought you would. How about that?
Because I'm not crazy about military timepieces.
Okay. I wouldn't even really call this a military movie, but I can understand
I think
that
it did a
label.
really good job of keeping the movie fresh because the kid went through so many different parts of being missing.
Because like there
Like
wasn't
the whole arc where he's stealing stuff for those people. You know, the whole arc where he runs into Effie.
Yeah.
You know, it keeps it interesting with his story. With her, it's she's at her job. She's working. She's working again. People are singing. People are dancing. Blah, blah. I'm sorry. It didn't really get interesting until, you lost my kid? Now that's interesting, okay? All right, listen to Finding Nemo. It's an interesting
See,
story.
I enjoy some of the mundane parts, I guess. I don't know. Because, like, it makes them seem more realistic to me.
I like mundane
Kinda
dialogue.
helps you put them in their shoes. Or helps you put yourself in their shoes. And, like, it shows that contrast. Like, what is the excitement without the mundane?
Sure. I'm just saying that I wasn't crazy about her. You know.
Also, like, she's an adult. That's like still where she lives. What more can she do?
Yeah. It's just with the way that the movie set itself up, you were way more worried about the kid than the mom.
That was the point.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
Which
at
is
the
why
end,
I have every reason to not care about the mom.
I guess fair enough, yeah.
Thank you.
But then again, that's why at the end they did that big old thing where he comes up and the house is destroyed. And you're like, oh my God, I wasn't even worried about the mom. Wow, is she dead? No. But the grandpa is. And the cat's not either. That's the best part.
Yeah. Ollie's cool. Looks like a fat Liam.
Yeah. Liam was fat once upon a time.
Once upon a time, in the prime of his life, he could not run that fast. Then he got skinny. And then he got old.
He still wasn't that old. I mean, he was old, but like...
He was 12.
Like, there's cats out there that are like 26. And I'm like, dog,
That's an impressive number.
that's an old cat.
Yes.
That's as old as I am.
I think the record for oldest cat is like 33.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right about that.
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't think your average cat's going to live
The average
8 years younger
The
than
average cat lifespan, I think,
33.
is 16. Might be 14.
Yeah, Liam could have lasted longer with the right treatment, but yeah.
Broke Isaac and a broken home.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, though. Sometimes it definitely be like that.
Yeah.
Go
And
through
then
life's
you never
trials
get
and
another animal
tribulations.
again because no cat is ever going to live up.
Well, if you expect your next animal to live up to that, then what's the point?
Of getting another animal. Yeah.
What's the point of doing anything?
Anything?
Yeah.
Money, fortune, honor, legacy.
So the point is not to get a cat that's gonna live up to the hype or how good this last cat was. It's more
Oh yeah,
so just,
you can't replace him. No.
yeah. It's more so just to experience new.
Sure.
Yeah.
All I'm asking is a cat that answers to its name, and most cats don't do that. Liam did.
Well, most cats don't care. So
Oh shoot, we got to get out of here.
yeah, I know. Closers.
Who or what did you dedicate this podcast episode out to?
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
This
Okay.
podcast episode goes out to you, Mel Brooks.
For me, I dedicate this podcast episode out to, let's see, our good old guy Jason over here. He was awesome. He loves talking movies, and I think he deserves a spot on the podcast
Oh, yeah.
one of these days if he feels like not working on a Sunday or Monday recording. But yeah, he never had to deal with us until now. He evaded us for 6 months, apparently.
Glad you got to witness us bickering so much.
And so, he really helped us take care of business today.
We may be best friends, but we actually hate each other.
Anyways.
Isn't that right, Isaac?
No. 1, 2, 3, amen. I'm not fist bumping that.
Okay. Amen on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Amen.
Amen.